They tell you to wear a mask. He doesn't wear a mask. He goes out in places where there are thousands of people. And, as he said, it is what it is.
Well, it is what it is because you are who you are.
Maine is a rugged and beautiful state with an economy heavily dependent on seasonal tourism.
And we have a lobster dinner and a burger for you.
The pandemic has cut deeply into that economy. To a large extent, Mainers blame President Trump for his failure to lead a coordinated and effective response to the spread of coronavirus.
Oh, it's shameful. I think that we're in a position now that we didn't have to be in. I think we could have avoided 200,000 deaths, definitely.
The president is being hospitalized for the coronavirus.
The president is experiencing fever, chills, and congestion.
I think the president has categorically done pretty terribly to address the pandemic.
I definitely think that it wasn't something he was prepared to deal with, and I think he treated it very flippantly. All I hear from him is insisting how great everything is and how fine it is, and it doesn't seem to be that way.
I don't know what's going on with the Republican Party, but they've all kind of lost their minds.
Will you commit to making sure that there is a peaceful transferal of power after the election?
Well, we're going to have to see what happens. You know that I've been complaining very strongly about the ballots, and the ballots are a disaster.
Everything. I literally think everything is at stake right now.
Get rid of the ballots and you'll have we'll have a very peaceful, there won't be a transfer, frankly, there'll be a continuation.
I think that there's absolutely no way that if we want to continue on as a reasonable society that we can continue in such fashion.
I'm Susan Collins.
Susan Collins has been the Republican senator from Maine for 24 years. She is now up for re-election, and her challenger is the Democratic Speaker of the Maine House of Representatives, Sarah Gideon.
I'll work to lower your taxes, not the corporations.
Susan Collins votes with Donald Trump 94% of...
Many in Maine see Senator Collins as a Trump enabler, and that is likely to cost her dearly on Election Day.
Well, I am so ready to get Susan Collins out of office.
Over the years, Susan Collins has always had the interest of the Maine people at heart, even though we don't always agree with her.
I think Susan Collins has been a senator for too long. I think there should be some term regulations. She's 24 years? Longer than my daughter's been alive. And I just feel like we need a change. She's a Trumper at heart.
President Trump booed loudly on the steps of the Supreme Court. The boos turned into chants of vote him out.
And with RBG's death, that was a really sad day. I think that we have a real opportunity to move forward or take some serious steps back.
The Supreme Court is now the most conservative in modern times.
Ideally, it would go back to the states and the people would decide, which is how all this stuff is supposed to be done in the first place.
And then what if the people decide to maintain legal abortions?
Well, then women would continue to have them if they so choose. But we're here to pray that a woman would never think about choosing that.
Our country faces a divisive election and an uncertain future.
I wish I could say that, just go vote, but I feel like we're going to need a lot more than that. And I feel like we're going to need a real grassroots sort of organized effort